Okay, so I'm live now. That was extremely strange. I had a black screen. Hello, everybody. It's early morning. It's not quite 5 a.m. in Chicago. And of course, I'm awake. So I'm going to see who's awake. If no one's awake in a few, then I will end this live and I will find something else to do with myself. But in case somebody's awake, people are awake and want to talk, I'm here for you. So let's see who's awake as I drink some water and think about what I'm going to do for the day. I hope that you have plans for the day. It is Saturday. I hope you're getting into some things. I have to stop doing that because I do not want the 11s. The 11s is trying to make a home, and we can't have these 11s making a home, y'all. We cannot have these 11s making a home. Whoever came in here, hello, how are you? Come on in, say hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's morning here in Chicago. It's like not quite 5 a.m. Hey, Bridget, what you doing up? What you doing up, girl? Why are we awake like this? I'm drinking warm lemon water right now. We're going to see. Look, we're going to find out who are all the early morning risers. And then, of course, any people who are overseas. Girl, if I don't stop doing that, I hate when I do that because we cannot give these 11s a place to live, and they're trying to live right here. I'm not having it. I'm not for it. I will go get Botox before I had these babies. I promise y'all. I will freeze his face before I let these babies come in and make a home. I need it just like this. Yes. Well, I drink a combination. I drink lemon water a lot, but what I'm kind of moving toward more is cucumber water because I find that it hydrates my skin and my hair and everything so much better. Um, and I know this because I have issues with dry hands. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes y'all can't see especially my thumbs, because they are so dry. They will get dry and cracked and everything. But if I drink cucumber, like if I'm drinking lemon water, it's okay. But if I drink cucumber water, baby, it really hydrates. Like right now, like I can show you all. Like I don't know if you can see it. I was really dry. I mean, my thumbs were really messed up. I was not letting y'all see them on camera. They were so bad. Like I don't know, maybe you could see this one. See how that is? It was so much worse. It was like my whole hand was just dry. And so when I'm drinking enough cucumber water, I found that cucumber water is really hydrates me well. So I'm drinking lemon water because I forgot to make my cucumber water last night. So I'm drinking lemon water because I try to start the day with at least 32 ounces of water. That's the first thing I do every day. Um, I'm real simple. I just because a lot of times cucumber has the wax on them, so if it has that wax coating, I just peel my cucumbers, cut them up, put them in a gallon. I do a gallon, so I do a nice size cucumber, put it in a gallon container, and then I just do warm water, and I try to let it sit for at least 8 hours. So I try to do it at night so it can sit overnight, and then I drink off of that all day, and then I toss those cucumbers, start with a new one. Because like I need to go buy cucumbers today, so I try to buy like 7 cucumbers for the week, and then every day just make sure I use them. So that's how I do it. And it really does help because we should stay hydrated anyway. And I'm trying to get to the point because I can drink. It's something I can drink 96 ounces. I can drink 3 big glasses every day, but I'm trying to get that fourth glass in. I don't know why. I just cannot get a gallon of water in my system every day. I can get 96. Um, I can do. Thank you so much. I can do 96 ounces, but I want to say, okay, a gallon. It's like, why can't my body do a gallon? It'd be like, no, 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 we're not doing anymore. Hi, Deborah. How are you? See, this is what happens. We come on early in the morning, and then all the early morning people get up. Now, let me just tell y'all what I saw on Creator Studio. And this is for you, Bridget. You might want to mention this on one of your videos. I got to do your tag, too. No, I started your tag. I started it, now I got to add something to it. So it's going to have two different looks on it because I started it, but then I thought about some other products that I was tempted, but I resisted. Um, Apparently, it's not when you tell people to hit the notification bell, that's not good enough now. With the notification bell, there are levels to the notification bell. There is get all notifications or get some notifications. And apparently it defaults to some notifications. I have to figure out how you're supposed to tell them how to hit all notifications. But if a person doesn't have all notifications for your channel, then you you can't, then yeah, I mean, it's like, really? So you tell them to hit the notification bell, but you gotta say, but oh, make sure you hit it for all notifications. That's because they don't send it out to everybody. And I get it, and that's why I kind of like I don't know how we can figure this out as small creators, but we need to make sure that we're uploading at a time that the bigger YouTubers don't upload. Because basically what they're telling you, and this is just being real, is that I'm sure there's a queue, and they're not admitting to the queue. The queue is the larger people who get more views, who make more money for YouTube. They're going to shoot theirs out first. So you don't want to be uploading around the same time the larger YouTubers do. Think about it. So if you don't, that's why I think I'm going to really just see about it and just go back to doing it at night. Doing it like a 9 p.m. upload, because I think there's less traffic, at least in this side of the hemisphere. Not saying that there's not traffic on the other side of the hemisphere, but I'm thinking there's not as much traffic on this side of the hemisphere. So by doing a evening upload, you have more chance of your notifications getting out. I think we're gonna need to do 9 p.m. or later, and just schedule them all. Just do a little schedule. When you upload them, just put them on schedule and do it. Because I stopped too, because I was doing them later, and then I started doing them. I don't know if that's a secret, but I'm thinking that might be a good time, because what they said was, and I read between the lines of what I watched the video. They have they got all these notifications going out at one time. So I'm figuring that the bandwidth can't do it all. So who's going to lose out is the smaller creators. We're the ones complaining the most because we are the ones that our notifications aren't going out as much. So I'm thinking that might be the issue, is like, if you have, let's just say you got Jeffree Star, you got Tati, you got James Charles, you have, all these larger, Jackie, Alyssa, if you have them all uploading, if their uploads are coming in, anywhere from, they usually do, a lot of them do morning. Tati, let's say Tati, because we know her time. Tati does 10 a.m. West Coast time. So right there, those are millions going out. And most of them come out during the day. So if you got all these things coming out and all these notifications that have to go out by the system, they have to have a hierarchy in the system. It's not gonna, and I doubt this hierarchy is the timing. I think that the hierarchy has to be that system. There's in that program, it's probably reading who has the most subscribers. I'm just thinking that's what it is, because that's going to have it's going to be the most impactful for YouTube as a company. I mean, just be real. It's about making the money. And if YouTube is going to make the money off of these more than you, why wouldn't they send out their notifications? So if that's the case and you're coming out at the same time, you're going to be bumped. So your notifications might not go out. So if you might get a few, and so that's why the notification bell is, because a few of them might slip through. I bet money that at those times the smaller ones will get like a few notifications sent out. I bet you there's something in the algorithm, in the program, that, for somebody like Jeffree Star, all his notifications are going to go out, or a lot, the majority of them. Somebody like me, if I'm coming out at the same time where there's a lot of traffic, maybe, 400 or 500 of mine might go out randomly. I'm just thinking that, and I mean, that makes sense from a business standpoint. That system can't do everybody, so they have to make a choice, and the choice is going to be on the ones that's going to make them the most money, versus just being fair. Because mine came, I uploaded and published mine 5 minutes before Jeffree Star, or we came in at the same time, because it would be around the same time. We came in at the same time, but I was maybe a couple of seconds before his. Well, guess what? Who's the program gonna pick? Oh, we gonna pick this one first, and she gonna get a few sitting out. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. I would do that. I mean, this just makes perfect sense. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's like that whole, now you got to tell people to, right. Well, watching things about it, you kind of want a balance between notifications, and you want to be, because I know I watched somebody and they said you really want to be in suggested videos. So if you see a high browse feature or suggested videos, that's kind of good, because that means that YouTube is pushing you out. So that's a good thing. So even though we always feel like, oh, they're not subscribing, they said that it's actually a good thing, because those are the people that you need to become subscribers. So if you can so you kind of want more from browse and suggested than notifications, because that means that more people are watching you, that are just finding you, and hopefully they might subscribe to you. So it's like a catch 22. You want your regular people to watch, but you need those other people to watch too. It's a mess out here. It's tough out here in these YouTube streets. I keep saying it. And you know what, Bridget? I think we should just go on and do IGTV. And the reason why I say we should do IGTV, because I cannot make that minute work for me. I cannot get that minute down. But if you do IGTV is just doing the videos, but they're longer. And all it is that little IGTV, that TV icon at the top right hand. You see that little TV kind of icon? That's how you set up an IGTV. And it's just a longer format. I just found that out. I think you have like up to 10 minutes or something. Because I watched a lady do one. I was like, okay. Because that 1 minute, I just feel like I just can't get the 1 minute down. I think you need to be younger to figure this shit out and make it look seamless. Yep, you record and then upload to IGTV. Yep, you sure do. So you can do the same thing, but you can do it a little bit longer. So you can be, because I need, girl, that 1 minute and me be looking bad. I be like, really, bitch? Really? Really? Me and that 1 minute be having a hard time. I mean, I can sort of get it, but okay, let me just be honest. The editing is just fucking annoying. Editing a 1 minute video is worse than editing a 20-minute video, and putting in video stuff. I could now do a 20-minute video in no time at all. Yes, because you got to cut them down, you got to speed them up, there's so much cutting involved for it to look right, for me to get it right. Whereas I can do 20 minutes, I can put in all kind of effects, I can slow it down, I can speed it up, and I can make this shit happen. And it's not that hard for me. And I'm doing the shit on my phone. I can make that happen, but it's that 1 minute is like, y'all irritate me now. Y'all irritate me. Oh, I should do a minute off my one on my IG from us talking about Chi Chi last night. Oh, Miss Chi Chi, Miss Chi Chi, Miss Chi Chi. I like her name though. Chi Chi needs to cha-cha on up out of here immediately. I like her name though, Chi Chi. I could have worked with a name like that. Chi Chi, I could have been. Oh, I'm Lulu though. Okay, it's about all the same. Never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that. Cause I'm like, I need a name like that. It's like, girl, you call yourself Lulu. Come on now, Louise. Work this out. Work this out. Work it out, y'all. Hey, so we found this like loophole in food. Let me tell you, if you have like one of them hibachi, you do need a nickname. We got to give you one, Bridget. We need to get you one. We need to get you one, girl. I'm gonna start calling your ass Sparkle. That's who you are with them with your necklaces, girl. You sparkle to me now. Okay, I came up with yours. Hey, Sparkle, cause you have the necklaces of life. You be like, boom. When I was watching you do that, get ready, when you were trying to figure out what the top to wear to the concert, first off, you're so cute to me. I mean, you're just so precious and adorable. But then you start pulling out them, girl, how many statement necklaces do you own? Tell the truth, tell the truth. You probably, cause, I mean, you are so pretty. Girl, them, you only own six, girl. I thought you owned more than that. I was like, she got to own about 20 or 30. But if you really like statement necklaces, I'm gonna tell you how to get them. I'm gonna tell you how to get them. I was about to say, I know you don't. You got more than six. You pulled out six that day. The way to get them is go on eBay. You can get some statement necklaces on eBay, very cheap. Get them right from China. Why go to why mess with the middleman? Hit China and get them for $6. I have some. I just don't wear them. I just don't think statement necklaces look good on me. And I saw somebody say that too. They said that older women wear those. I don't wear them because I've just never I just don't I can't carry them off. You know, I don't think anything makes you look older. I think this is some bullshit. I think that this is a way to shame people and tell them how they gotta look. Oh, that makes you look. Oh, I've seen young girls in statement necklaces. I've seen them. It's like, people wear what they wear. But I have some. I just don't think I can carry them off. So I don't do them because I was buying some for the purposes of some stuff I was doing. And so I started, hi Brittany Hazel, you're new. Come on in. Hello, hello. But I just something I don't here we go. Well, you know what we'll do? I should do a whole video um on the necklaces I have and which ones, because I have some. I don't buy, but I haven't bought any in a while. Okay, here we go. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. Do our whole necklace collection. I mean, like I have some nice necklaces. Okay, I like it. That'd be a cute collab. That'd be a cute collab. Or like on our favorite. Well, see, my favorite jewelry is rings. I do rings all day long. And for some reason, I haven't been wearing my earrings. But part of the reason why I don't is because my earrings sometimes get caught in my hair. So I only like to wear earrings when my hair is up or braided. So maybe I'm gonna start wearing my bun a little more. So maybe I should start pulling out some more earrings. Oh, you know what I wear a lot of though, for real? Bracelets. You are the necklace lady. I wear a lot of bracelets. I haven't been wearing as many. I kind of just been wearing some basic ones. And part of the reason why is because they're all sitting in a hat box and I need to get better organization for them. So because I don't see them all the time and I don't feel like rooting through it. I'm trying not to break stuff. So I think I'm gonna change that mirror right back there, and I'm going to get this one that's a jewelry organizer. So it's like a mirror and then you open it up, it's a jewelry armoire. And so I think I'm gonna try to get that one soon so I can pull out all my jewelry and then I can actually see it and be like, oh, okay, there we go, there we go. So yeah, that's the plan. Cause I'm more of a bracelet person and you are so we could do that. My bracelet collection, your neck, cause you do necklaces, child. You do necklaces. Yep, that would be cute. We gotta talk about that. We got to talk about that, child. We got to talk about that. Oh, I don't know why I'm awake. Why are you awake, Bridget? I was trying to sleep and you might as well do a morning live. Let hang out for a little bit and then get your day together. Cause I'm not even supposed to be up right now. I had to put some stuff in my hair last night because I used some product watching horror flicks. You watch horror flicks? Which ones you watch? I cannot watch. My sensibilities have gotten a little different now. Where I used to love horror flicks, but the new ones are worry me. The new ones I think are too graphic. The graphics are too like when we were young. The graphics were kind of cheesy, so it was okay to watch. But it's like the graphics now are so true to life that they mess me up because I have not seen a Saw movie all the way through. I got 5 minutes into Saw and I was like, oh, okay, this is too much for me because it was just too intense. It made my heart race. That kind of stuff makes my heart race. And I think another issue for me is so many of the horror movies I feel like they could happen in real life. So they really fuck with me. You know, like Freddy Krueger and things like that. And Michael Myers was kind of funny. You know, you could see, yeah. But, you know, Saw, you could see somebody being that crazy and doing some shit like that. So I think that's why they really bother me so much now that I really can't watch them like I used to because I'll be like, I think my subconscious be like, you know, that shit could happen, right? And I'll be like, oh yeah, the fuck, yeah, it could. And so I'm really freaked out because they really do freak me out. Like, like the ones where they're in the house and then someone, I'll be like, oh the God, they're gonna get them, and I never was like that. But as I've gotten older, I think I identify more with those situations. So now it's hard for me to watch them. I'm being honest. That's just the way it is. You know, it was so much. What's that about? See, I don't even know what that's about. One thing you got to remember, I don't own a TV, so I rarely see like trailers for movies. So I don't even know half the time about movies. Like, okay, sad to say, I still have not seen Endgame. I think I'm gonna have to go this week and take myself to see the Avengers Endgame. I think that's gonna be on my afternoon thing one day. I'm gonna go see Endgame. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go see Endgame because damn, this stuff smells good. I'm telling y'all. Um, I still have not seen Us because I heard about it and then it was like, what? Huh? And I want to go see it because raw food, pet food. What's that? Hey, Jenny. Good morning. I I wanted to see it because I like Jordan Peele. I like him and I want to support him because I think he's a really talented guy. You still up? You mean you ain't been to sleep? See, at least I have Jenny. Um, I think he's really talented, so I gotta like stay on top of these things and watch him now because it's like I want to support the Jordan. I want to support the Jordan Peele out there. So okay, I'm gonna work on that because I love Key and Peele. I used to watch it on over somebody's house because I got TV. I think Us is the scary one. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, I love Key and Peele. Key and Peele. The best one I love is Blackland. I think that's what they called it. That's one of my favorite ones. Do you ever just get up and spray perfume on yourself? What about what's that? I don't know what that is. So I have not seen it. You're gonna have to give me a, I mean, don't you just like wake up and be like, well, I should spray some perfume on myself. And this is like this amazing gray, so it's nice and light. So it's like one of those things I just want to smell like when I'm sitting around my house. If anybody watches this, they could be like, this is such a random conversation. But usually the conversations are pretty random. I do perfume at bedtime too. I do it at bedtime too. And but you have to have the certain perfumes because at night I need a light perfume like this. I need the Amazing Grace. You know, you can't wear something all sexy. Well, unless it's never mind. Okay, you should wear some sexy shit. No, I'm not. Okay, you have to give me a film list to watch, y'all. But see, y'all got folks in your bed, so you should be wearing perfume. However, I don't. So it's all for me. Sadly to say. Sadly to say. Mm. I'm going to do a video about the audacity of men. These men out here are hilarious. I mean, they are so funny. This one guy that this one, okay. I'll just say one thing that was like just audacious as hell. It was like the nerve in these single streets, man, in these single streets. So we kind of dated last year, this guy who's trying to come back in. That's the one who was buying me the Ulta gift card. I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell y'all what I'm on now. I got somebody giving me a Sephora gift card. I'm so, every time somebody say, how can I make it up to you? I'm gonna be like, go give me a gift card, damn it. Don't bring me no roses and shit. Go get me a damn gift card. Okay. Okay, I'm terrible. But anyway, so we dated, but it didn't get serious. Let me just be honest. Let me tell you how unserious it got. It like died with a whimper. It was like we had this conversation, it didn't go well. I didn't call him, he didn't call me, and poof, it was over. Nobody, it wasn't like some big thing, you know. We kind of had a little disagreement, but it wasn't like, you know, fuck you, my fuck. It was just, you know, a disagreement. So you know, he's trying to, you know, date, you know, see me and whatever, you know, whatever. And so in the process, he made this statement to me when I finally went out with him again. You know, I just want to have a chance to capture your heart again. And I, in my honesty, said, you didn't capture my heart in the beginning. So then he told me just recently, you know, I kind of felt some type of way, you know, about, you know, because when I made the statement about capturing your heart, you said, well, I didn't capture, you didn't. I said, why you gotta say? I said, we weren't serious. I said, honey, did you really think you did enough to capture my heart? Did you really think that? I said, well, let me tell you, apparently the women you've dated before me didn't take much. Because I said, we went out a few times, we hung out a few times. It wasn't that serious. We didn't get to the point where my heart was involved. It's like, get the fuck out of here. So, you know, that's probably why I don't date a lot, because of those honest moments of mine. I guess these brothers be like, this bitch, Bridget, we dated. I want to give it a good 2 months. And I'll tell you what happened. Okay, this is for real. Part of what happened, and y'all know what I'm gonna talk about. Don't start some shit that you want to keep, that you can't keep going. Do not start some shit that you don't. No, but I'm saying, no, for me, honestly, Jenny, I can like you, but I ain't in love with your ass at that point. And we could progress to where I'm like really digging you. I could fall in love with you, but I don't move like that at all. At all. No. That's when you're young and you're like, oh my God, at this point in time, I don't move like that, because no. So here was the problem we were having. This is what was like, oh, okay. So when I first met him, he gave me flowers. And he was giving me flowers every week. People know I love plants, I love flowers. So he was buying me flowers all the time. Every week he would come by with flowers, which was, hey, that was getting him big ass points. I mean, big ass points. Because I'm like, okay, okay, all right. And so all of a sudden he was just like, he kind of stopped. I said, yeah. And in the conversation, I said, yeah, it was kind of, I really liked how you were giving me flowers every week. That was so sweet, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of low key snapped on me. It was like, yeah, you expecting flowers every week. That's a lot. Girl, trying to go get you flowers. I said, oh, okay. Well, I said, well, I if going and getting me some flowers a week, now mind you, he was very busy, life was very busy for him. It wasn't like I was sweating like, oh my god, I don't see you enough, because I understand people have shit going on in their lives. They got a lot on their plate. I'm okay, we can work out the time. I said, man, I said, I don't worry, I'm pretty chill. I said, but I like flowers. I said, but if giving me flowers is this much is gonna have you bitching me out, or don't buy me no fucking flowers anymore. And so that's kind of how that conversation went. And he was like, nah, yeah, nah. I was like, listen, you don't ever have to give me any flowers anymore. Don't buy me shit like that, because I'm one of those. So then it kind of like, he stopped calling me, I stopped calling him, and that was the end of that. So don't think you captured my heart. You didn't do enough to capture my heart. We barely went out. We talked on the phone sometimes a lot, but we did not have enough time for me to be, all in. We just didn't. And there was not enough time between us that we spent together. We had sex once or twice because we were dating for a while, but it was okay. So you could, what, you thought that was gonna capture my heart? Because you got me confused with some dumbass. Because my heart ain't between my legs. I keep telling folks that don't work with me. And I get it, because so many women will be like, oh my god, we're together, you're the man of my dreams, because they had sex with somebody. Real talk, I can have sex with you and forget your goddamn name. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna lose some subscribers. I'm gonna lose some I don't know. Okay, let me say this, Bridget. There was not enough connection between us for him to be in love with me. Really. I mean, we talked on the phone sometimes, things like that, but we did not spend enough time with each other for anybody to be in love with anybody. Love takes being around somebody, getting to know them well. We hadn't done none of that. We had some, you know what? I'm being honest with you. He is saying what has worked all these years, because women are so quick to want somebody to say that they want them, that they want their heart. Oh, I want to capture your heart. Oh, you got me. That shit must work. For me, it does not, because it takes more for me to really see. Because, like, for instance, this is for real. When a guy asks me, what do you want in a man, I don't tell them. I'm like, oh, I don't know, because I don't want anybody trying to create what I want. I want to see who you are. And then if we work together, if that is a vibe that works together, then we cool. Because I don't ask a man what he's looking for in a woman, because it doesn't matter. I'm who I am, and I'm not going to change for the woman that you want. So if we meet and we hang out and everything, and that ain't what it is, then that ain't what it is. But too often people will, bring out, you'll meet their representative. You never meet my rep. I ain't got no rep. My rep got fired years ago. I don't think she had a trial period, and it never worked out for us. So fuck it. So, I don't believe in telling people that because of that. Because if I say, well, I'm like this and this, then somebody tries to be that person, and that's not somebody you can sustain. So, no, just be who you are. And if we work out, we work out. If we vibe, we vibe. If we don't, okay, move it on. We all good. We all good. Keep it moving. We all right. Thank you. and and I think that that's why this person is saying it, is because he's used to that being the way to get a woman. Talk about, oh, I just captured my heart. And no, no, no. I've been that chick from the time I was young. I remember um, this guy I was dating. This was in high school. I think my senior year in high school. This guy, yeah, this guy I was dating. Um, in high school, it was like I hadn't heard from him in 2 weeks. Hadn't called my phone. We hadn't talked in about 2 weeks. As far as I was concerned, we was done. I mean, let's be honest. If I don't hear from somebody in 2 weeks, we ain't doing nothing, right? So I hadn't really heard from him. We had talked a couple of times. I called his house. He didn't return my calls. So okay, I was like, cool, we done. So I'm out at this party, and I had met somebody new. Had I met him? Yeah, I was meeting him at the party, right? So I'm at this club, we kicking it and everything, and he winds up there. And then he wants to have a big old thing at this where I love you. I was like, dude, I don't love you. You don't love me. He was done. Cause I no, he told me like 2 weeks after we met, I love you. I was like, no, you don't. I said, you don't love me. You don't even know me. I said, what's my middle name? And that's something I don't tell nobody. I was like, what's my middle name? I was like, what's my favorite food? I said, so you don't, and I was 17 and I had that much sense. And I think I've always been rough on men. Because come on now, don't try to play me. You couldn't play me at 17. You sure the fuck ain't gonna play me at 52. You sure the fuck ain't gonna play me at 52. And so we as women are swayed by words. I mean, we really are. We are swayed by words because we are emotional creatures, and the word affects us. We fall in love with words. Men fall in love with deeds, and I guess I'm a little bit of a hybrid. So don't talking that bullshit to me is not going to do it for me if I don't see anything backing it up. You got that shit got to back up for me. So no, I don't know. Mm-mm. No, no, no. And so I think, because so when men come at me with those kind of things, they never work, and I think I frustrate them seriously, because I just be like, I know you lying, right? I'm just, no. You gotta go to sleep, Jenny. And I think we as women, especially if you're single, we must get past the words and look at the deeds also. Because a man that wants to be around you will put action behind his words, because that's what men are. They are action oriented. And so if he's not putting action behind the words, then he's not really he's bullshitting you. He's bullshitting you. And like they always say, people are busy. Like I say, if you're that busy, you really don't want to see me. Because a man will make time. People make time for what they want in this life. And if you're not worth the time, then no, we ain't got to go past. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. But I'm not that person who's going to sweat you about it. I'm not going to call you. And too often I think women now, work on these men to get them. I ain't working on your ass. If you don't want to be around me, boo bye. Trust and believe. Because I need somebody who wants to worship my crazy ass, who be like, this bitch is crazy, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody who deals with your crazy, who sees you as who you are and wants to be a part of that. Not that. Right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you, Jenny. But even then, like, I can, because you guys to be able to take this crazy, this crazy, you guys to be ready for this crazy. And if you're not, then that's okay. Move on. But I think we as women, we cling because, well, you know how I think about that. We cling because we're trying to make something out of nothing, because we want to be in a relationship. And so we're clinging to these things, to these men who don't even want us really, who will give us the minimum. I said this before. I said, I got to find where I wrote this before, and I'll maybe post it on my community page. You want a maximum love. You don't want a minimum love. And too many people are accepting minimum love and unhappy, and wishing they had more, what you really want is a maximum love. And so, this folks that, and settling for the minimum love, thinking they can never have anything else. As I always say, push out and see something else. So so that's one of the things. That's just a thought of mine. Now, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Good night, Jenny. Yeah, and I mean, but I'm also not that person who, we have things, get some sleep, honey. I'm also not that person to say that, everybody has to be perfect. Everybody said, no, we make compromises, but we also need to feel that maximum love for that person. It ain't about them being perfect and having everything we want and loving everything we do, and just, no, but you need to feel like they really love you. They ain't just settling for your ass. They really want to be with you. And too often women settle for this minimum love because they feel like they'll never get a maximum love. Now that's just my theory. I could be wrong. All right, I'm almost done with my first 32 ounces. Yes. I got to time my 32 ounces better. So this is about 6 a.m. The next one should be coming through about 10. That way I can get it. Because you can't drink too much water at the end of the day, because then I'm up all night. That's part of the reason why I'm up. Because I'm always having to go to the bathroom. That's the only thing about drinking a lot of water. It does mess with your sleep, because you're waking up 2 or 3 times. My bladder is not that bladder anymore that I can sleep through the night, and just my bladder be like, no, you better wake up. Look, my bladder be looking at me like, you getting old. I'm looking at my bladder right. My bladder's looking at me right now. You getting old. Then you can't be doing this all night. You gonna have to get up twice. You gonna have to get up twice. That's my bladder be saying. No, heifer, stop playing with me. You ain't. We can't hold it for 17 hours. For real, I think all this water you want to drink. Oh, okay. You better go to the bathroom. You better get up in the middle of the night. You best to get up. Best to get up. Best to get up. So that's what my bladder be saying to me. Oh, it's got SPF in it. This is my new obsession on lip balms. This Bliss Text Global Blend. This is it is 5:31. I think we're on the same time zone. I'm Central. Bridget, where are you at again? Are you in Dallas or Houston? Trying to plan out my travel. Are you close to Dallas or Houston? I'm probably going to be in Houston in December. Um, hey, you went to, what was that place you went to? I saw something you did last year. What beauty thing did you go? Did you go to BeautyCon, or which one did you go to in LA? You in Texas also? No, I have a friend and I might be coming to visit. Because she's BeautyCon. How did you like it? Because she's not doing well, and I might be going to visit her. She might be having surgery, so I think I'm gonna, depending on when the surgery is scheduled, I might be out there for a week or two. I think I'm definitely gonna go to IMATS next year in New York. I think I really am. Oh shit. Oh man, I know they have an IMAX because I know I'm gonna go back to the makeup show when it comes here. And if they have the makeup show in Houston, you should go. Did you go to the makeup show this year? Last year? I know. I think if they have it in Chicago, because I think they usually have it in Chicago, I think I'm gonna go to the makeup show again because it's just a way to spend some money. Just a way to spend some money, but because the discounts is, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the one in New York because that's always around my birthday. And I didn't go this year because I could have gone because my son was gonna pay for the trip. But I'm telling him now early. I'm like, okay, I want to go. But I was trying to move. That's why I didn't go. It was like, I no, let's not spend the money on that when I'm moving. So I'm going to go next year. It's usually right after my birthday, which is awesome. It's in April. So I think I'm gonna go to the IMAX in New York because that's the biggest one. You could do LA because that's closer to you. And those are the biggest ones. Because I know they have one in Atlanta now. They just started. But I think I want to do New York. So, and hopefully by then I'll be large enough for people to be like, Lulu, I'll be like, hey girl. I know they ain't. I know, be like, girl, hey, okay. Right, you gonna do New York? Okay, girl, we can meet up in we can meet up in New York. Yeah. Uh I'm just saying, beat up in there. What, hey, I'll be like, hey, okay. Cause now I'm just shopping. Cause I know I'm gonna get my son to pay for the trip. That's gonna be mama's birthday gift. Pay for my trip, pay for my ticket. Cause I want the early access tickets. Cause I need to get in there early before the big crowds. I need 2 day tickets, and I need that extra ticket. That extra ticket. You have a good day too, Deborah. Cause I need to beat some crowds. I need to beat a few crowds. Now I don't know if I'm gonna beat that many, but I'm gonna beat some crowds. I'm gonna beat some crowds, man. I'm gonna beat some crowds. And look at, and then have my little rolling thing case that I'm throwing everything in. I have a cute little one too. I don't know if it'll be big enough though. Because I could do some damage at IMAX. I already told him. I said, I don't know what kind of okay, let's be honest, Bridget. Just be honest. What kind of budget do you want to take to IMAX if we go to New York? And if we go to IMAX in New York, how much is your budget you want to spend? I kind of know mine. I'm gonna go with 1,000. I'm gonna say I can do a lot of damage with $1,000. I think I could do about $1,000. I think I could do about I could. That's enough damage. Because when I went to the makeup show here, I did. Okay, let me just tell you why. Because I went to the makeup show here, and 500 to 1,000 is good, and this is much bigger. The makeup show here is real small. This is a smaller one, and I did about 300 there, and it was so easy. It was so easy. And that's why I'm saying going to IMAX. I would like to stay around 500, but my top line would be 1,000. And I'm telling you this why. I'm telling you why is because you know what? I want to see some of okay, here's one of the things I know I need to get. I need to get lashes. I need to, it is a lot of coin, but And that's why, they have bigger stuff too there. That's the problem. I know like they have the glam light, they have the glam core lights there, stuff like that on really good discounts. So I don't know. 500, probably 500, but I'm saying my top line would be 1,000. Now, I want to stay around 500 because like I said, I spent about 300 at the makeup show here, and I know, and it wasn't that many vendors. So I know that one would be like intensely like off the chain, because like I know depending on what I'm looking for, I know I would want to get brushes because Smith brushes is always there. Bedellium is there, so I would be able to, you can get good deals on their brushes. So I would do those definitely. I would definitely do skincare because like a lot of the skincare people are there. They're giving good deals because Dr. Brandt was here in Chicago. So, and they had good deals. So it's like I know how it went when I was here, and I was and my budget. I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend about 250, 300, and it was easy to spend it. And I could have spent a little more, but I was like, no, stop spending. Because it was like for instance, yeah, like for instance. Smashbox was at the makeup show, right? And they had, what were they doing? They had the always on lip colors. They were the liquid lips. They were $12. Buy two get one free. They had the cover shots. They had them super cheap. I think the foundation was like 30 or 40% off. Friends always comes to these things. They had everything, and then like a lot of the bigger indies go to IMAX and stuff. So you can see like the Pinky Roses. You can see all of them, and they're giving good deals. So it's let me say this. If I'm going to IMAX, if I'm definitely going to IMAX, I'm not spending, I'm January after a few sales. February, March, I'm definitely not doing anything. Like I'm not gonna do a whole lot of shopping February. I'm not doing nothing. Because I know that the majority of stuff that I want, unless it's like super indie brand, it really wouldn't be there. Like a small indie brand, most of the stuff you're gonna find there, and you're gonna get a discount on it. Because you can just look through the vendors and be like, oh, okay, yeah. And like if Friends is there, Friends Beauty Supply goes to that one, and I think Ricky's NYC is there. A lot of the stuff that if that vendor isn't there, they're probably gonna be there with a deal. Because like I know Friends was here in Chicago, and they had like a huge setup. It was like you had to go on one end and you had to like go through everything they had to get to the checkout, right? That's why I got my Makeup Forever for like 25% off. And it was like they had everything. And I mean, like I said, they even had, and this was in October, they had like the Gemini palette, they had all the ABH palettes on sale, stuff like that. So, and they had stacks of them. So you can always so even if somebody isn't there, you can find stuff. Yeah, I mean they had, because I regret it after the fact. I was like, damn, you should have bought that damn Gemini palette, because they had the Gemini palette, they had the other palette. They had their palettes there that were limited edition that nobody had, because they had, they bought in bulk. So yeah, it was like, so that's why I know that going to IMAX, 500 I would like to be right there, but 1,000 might have to be the spending. Well, see, I'm gonna get my son to pay for the trip, and I'm gonna get him to give me some money, and then I'm going to take some of my own money. So I'm gonna tell him, after he pays for the trip, because he's gonna pay for my room and all that. So I'm gonna get him. So he's gonna pay for the room, the flight, and probably give me money to eat. So therefore, all I got, yeah, you got to plan this out. You got to plan it out. You really do. So I know, like, I wanted to try, but Smith brushes were here, so I might get them in October. Smith brushes were here, and then like Urban, so it's such a good deal. You can't hope but buy shit. Crown brushes, and I found out like Crown brushes going to the makeup show, and I can't wait because they had brushes so damn cheap. It was ridiculous. I got to write down all the Crown brushes that I bought, the ones I like, so I can buy them again. because they were selling brushes. And it was so, the crown brush guy was so hilarious because he wasn't even counting out what you had. I loved him. That's why I'm hoping he comes back again, because I'm gonna go straight to him. Because me and Ladessa had a bunch of stuff, and you when you see the crown brush people, they just got the brushes out, and you just grabbing brushes and everything, so I had like a whole stack of brushes, and I would have got more if I knew he was gonna do that. And he looked at this, he was like, "Oh yeah, give me 15." I was like, "Okay." It was like something ridiculously inexpensive for what I bought. Because I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, okay, it's about $30, $40. Okay, we're going to do 30. He was like, oh, 15, 16. It was like $15, $20. I was like, oh shit. And so I love the crown guy, because he wasn't counting out shit. He was like, I ain't got time for this. Yeah, because he just didn't want to count them out, because there was so many people. He was just, yeah. He'd look at him and be like, okay, you can give me this. What you want? Let me stop looking at her. Yeah, I know what's about to happen, right? Don't fall off of me, because then you'll start clawing me. What do you want? What do you want? Hello, Porch. I need to get you a new flea collar. You need a new flea collar. What's up? You good? All right, good. See you later. I have the most affectionate cat. I don't know. I thought I was gonna have a little stray cat that was just gonna sit in her little way and everything. See, you're in Texas though, so this doesn't work. I gotta tell everybody in Chicago, y'all better go to Walmart. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to do I'm doing a special haul. I got a plants haul. The Walmarts, because we haven't been having great weather, people aren't buying plants because it sucks here in Chicago. It sucks here in Chicago. So people aren't buying plants, right? So the Walmarts are practically giving away the plants now. I might go to another one and check them out. So I gotta stop, because I'm getting obsessed with them. And I needed plants. I was like, "Ooh, I need some new plants. I need some." Girl, most places will start discounting plants around this time, because it's getting into July, so they start really discounting. But listen, I got a huge peace lily. I wasn't even looking for a peace lily, but I was like, hell, how much is it? It's a huge one. I paid like $6 for it. I bought so many plants, and I spent about 50 altogether. I think I spent 50 altogether on plants. Yeah, like, man, about 50, 55. Well, because I wound up buying plants for somebody. I bought another plant thing for somebody. They're less than half off. So I was buying plants for $1.50. I got plans for $1.50. I got plans for like $2. The big ones, yeah. The big plants I got for like $6, $7. Like the big house plants, $6, $7. So, because I wanted, since with more space, I wanted to do some other things with plants, because plants are good for your house anyway. You should have plants in your house. Everyone should have plants, because it helps to keep your air quality high. So I want to make sure I have enough plants for all the rooms, because I want to always have some plants in them. And then I was already planning on buying some plants, so I have enough filler plants for my interesting plants, because there's a greenhouse online that I'm planning on buying from, because it has all these really interesting plants to buy. So I'm going to be ordering from them. But in the meantime, they're going to be really tiny, because when you buy those type of plants, you're getting 2.5-inch pots. So they're tiny ass plants. And then, you're growing them from there. But these plants are nice sizes. I mean, yeah. So when I'm done with them, once I repot them and get them all together, I'll probably do I'm going to do a whole plant haul, because it's insane how many plants I bought. I want some more. I need some herbs though. Only bought basil. I bought catnip for this cat. And I need rosemary. I want some Thai basil. I have lavender. I got lavender and basil right now. I like to keep rosemary, and I wanted some Thai basil because I like Thai basil because I do a lot of, Asian cooking. So that's always good to have. And maybe some cilantro because I love cilantro. So it's always good to have some cilantro in the house. You can always do that. And I might do a mint plant, even though I don't like mint, but I like the smell of mint in the house. I'm so crazy. So, because I'm not a mint person in food, but I like the smell of mint. I think it gives it a nice, fresh smell. So I might get some mint, but I think actually, I'm going to buy scented geraniums for my house. So I have one that's a lemony smell, but I want to get a couple of rose ones. I think one room I'm gonna have rose scented geraniums in there because that'll give it a really beautiful, because they're not rose, but just like you can get a rose lemon hybrid. Smell really good. So I got a plan. I got a plan. Plus, plants are such a great really good for your decor. Like I bought a few that were more structural because I like to have some structural plants because so that they have they give you some kind of structure and everything. My aloe vera plant is out of control. I gotta go take care of her because she's looking bad. She's so fat and heavy. I need to prop her up. She needs to be propped up because she's on the verge of falling over all the time. So I have to put some stuff in. See, I like them. I like them in the kitchen. I love them in the living areas. But I actually am going to start putting some in my bedrooms because, like I said, it's really good for your air quality. So you should have like one good plant in every room because it really does help with the air quality in your house. So I said, since I have nice ledges in all my bedrooms now, I'm gonna put some plants in each. Like my bedroom is now gonna have plants because I have good light in here too. My daylight, I'm like east facing, so I get a lot of light in the morning. So it'll be a good spot for some plants. So yeah. And then I have like a little foyer area. And here's a trick: if you ever have a spot that does not have really good lighting, but you want to put some plants, go get you a what is it? A floor lamp that shoots down that and get a plant light. Put the plant underneath it. Your plant will be fine. So I'm gonna, like, we have the foyer, like the entry area. We have, since I finally have something like that, I'm gonna put some plants, but I have to go get a floor lamp for them so that I can shoot the light down. So I'll put a plant light over them so that they will get their light every day. That's how you take care. That's how you have plants everywhere. So if you can figure out little ways to get your plant lights on them, you can put lights, and it's very dramatic anyway because you got the light shooting down on them. Oh, I love plants. At one point, I know I haven't done quite. At one point, I was designing gardens for people. That was like my little thing in the summertime. I had people that I would go and design their gardens and stuff because I love plants, but I also love them to be different. So, like for instance, when I had my house, um, I had English roses on one end. That's what my daughter said. She was like, "I want Bianca roses again," because I have found Bianca roses for her. They're English beauty. They're English rose, and English roses are the really big ones. Like the ones we get here are hybrid. They're hybrid tea roses, the small ones. English roses are the big, huge, like just generously beautiful roses, and they're a lot more hardy. So I had those around one side of my house. Yeah, yeah. The ones that we get here are the tea roses, which are the smaller ones. Where if you see an English rose, the English roses are much larger. The flower itself is much larger. So I had English roses around one side of my house. I had ferns because I had a shady area, but I found a fern. I found a specialty fern greenhouse and I had all these weird ferns on one side of my house. If you like daylilies for your house, if you love daylilies, I'll see if I can find this one place. There's this one company that used to be around. I don't know if they still are. They have every color daylily you can imagine. They have every what you want to look if you want her to get ferns and hostas, because there's so many more hostas you can get. There, look for a shady plant, a specialty greenhouse. There's one that's out there. I can't remember the name of it. That's all they do is shade plants. So that's where you can get your ferns and you can get the big hostas, but you can get different hostas. Because I hate to be, because if you go to the regular stores, you're gonna look like everybody. So this place had daylilies, but daylilies you usually see in yellow. You might see a purple, a burgundy one or something like this. This place had every color daylily you could ever imagine. They had pink ones, they had purple ones, they had tangerine colors, they had every color you could imagine. And they also, I didn't know this, they had different times. So, like some daylilies, they had smaller daylilies, they had medium ones, they had large ones, tall ones, they had ones that will bloom at this time of the summer. These are a little bit later, so you could have them coming up all summer. They also have, so it was like so my daylilies were like these beautiful tangerine color ones. And then I found this one company for bulbs for, like, spring flowers. And my daffodils, how everybody has daffodils and they're white with the yellow inside. My daffodils were hot pink. Mine were white with the inner part was hot pink and hot orange. They were so gorgeous. I miss those babies. They were so pretty. So my daffodils, where everybody had, the little white with the yellow, I had these hot pink fuchsia ass daffodils growing in my yard. They were so cool. They were so fucking cool. But I think that, so hence why I have issues with trending here on YouTube. Because I'm one of the people who always want to be, I gotta be different. I gotta be a little different. Bridget, you know what came up? One of your older videos came up in my feed today. I was like, look at her, look at her. It was like, I can't remember what video it was. I was like, I'm gonna have to go watch this. This is one of your older videos. I can't remember which one, but it was like one of your older videos. And I was like, oh my goodness. Because it's so interesting when you see somebody's older stuff comes up and you see like the difference of what they look like now and what they look like even a couple of years ago. Like I saw girl, all of our old ones, but I saw somebody who said you got to do those, because I think, here's what I'm going to say, and this is true, and you can agree to this, is that in order to get where we are now, and we're much better at it, and we're growing all the time on it, you had to have those bad ones. And I think that people who don't do it, who always say they want to do it, don't do it because they're so busy trying to be perfect. When you go and look stupid on them first ones. You're gonna look stupid. Because let me tell you, Mel's, I saw some of Mel's came up in my feed. Some of her older ones. And I was like, oh, look at whoa, that's Mel. Because, I'm so used to, when I started watching her, that's when she was already buzz cut. She had the short hair and everything. And I saw something of her, so like it came up in my feed like from 5 or 6 years ago. I was like, whoa, this is what she looked like. So I think, and listen, she need to cut that hair off. She looks so much better with the short hair. She looks so much better. She looks so much better. But I'm just saying, you had to be, but here's the thing. People still enjoyed you. People still subscribe. And I think, the beginnings, people like to see the beginnings. They really do. I mean, because really, let's be honest, we still in the beginning stages. But, but we are better than we were we much better. I mean, like now I look at stuff that I did, I'm like, ooh, if I went back 2 years ago, I'd be like, oh my, so this is what you was doing? This is who you was? Oh, okay. And so I think that's the thing that we have to look at. But you still did it. I think so many people step away. And let me tell you something. I have this theory too. Just 2 years. Yeah, 2 years now. I have this theory about YouTube. And this is my theory. YouTube is what it is because it allows everybody on here. But I think YouTube also makes it difficult so that they can get rid of people. So that people will do it, but then they'll walk away from it. Because you can't, in order to sustain this platform, yes, you have to be open source for everybody. You have to allow everybody in because that was how they created it. But I think that, because how we always say as small creators, oh, YouTube is so rough, YouTube is so rough. I think that that's the way that, it's one of those things. Only the strong survive on YouTube. So you have to find strength to continue to do this because it's not going to work in your favor in the beginning. So I think that's what so they count on that. Because I mean, that's really what you do. They count on the fact that so many people are going to try it. They're going to put up the videos and then they're going to disappear. And that bandwidth doesn't take that much because it's only like a few videos and then they disappear. So I think that's like, because you know how people like, because I've seen people like when YouTube did the 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, that freaked a whole lot of people out. And a lot of people just walked away and said, I can't do it. And people will, because it is kind of hard to get to that 4,000 hours. Getting the subscribers, for me, I was in the opposite. I had my watch time. It was me getting subscribers. So I did the opposite, but really it can be a little bit easier to get subscribers. It's harder to get the watch time sometimes. So, by doing that, they got rid of a lot of people who were not making the money. So that was a way to get rid of people. So it'll get people who will say, okay, I'm done. Because before, everybody, it was so much easier on here. People like, oh, it's so much easier. Yes. And YouTube had to make it more difficult as a business in order to get rid of the people who were just wasting their bandwidth, just throwing everything on here because YouTube will let them. Ultimately, if you're doing it a lot, you want to get paid at some point. So by taking that ease away, then it made it so that people would, the people who would just get over on it or stay in and keep uploading, they stopped and they walked away. So it was a good move. It was a good move on their point. And I think that us as creators, we must understand that this is business. It's business for us. It should be business for us. And it is business for YouTube. So you got to look at it from the YouTube standpoint. In order for us to be on here and be able to do this for free, YouTube ain't charging us to do this, then they got to do something to optimize their profits. And so by getting rid of some of these people, it leaves more space for the people that they really want to create. All right, so I finished my water. I must start my day, which is probably going to take a little nap until I have to take my daughter to work. Oh, honey, they was losing their minds about that. They were losing their minds. I remember because that's when I didn't have that many subscribers when it first happened. Remember back before then, it was like all you needed was 10,000 views. And right before they did that, I was almost at 10,000 views. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get monetized. I'm going to be a real YouTuber. I'm gonna be a real YouTuber. And it was like, no, boo, you are not. So it was like, oh, okay. And so I had to think about it. It was like, okay, so from a business standpoint, I get it. Because before then, it was easy. You could get something to like one video that would get you to 10,000 views because a bunch of people watched it. Now you need to sustain that watch time. So for instance, that's why I tell everybody who's small, who's trying to grow, especially if you're around 1,000, learn how to do live streaming. Figure out live streaming, work with getting people to watch your live streams, because that does increase your watch time tremendously. Like last night, for instance, last night when I did that 2-hour live stream, a little bit less than 2 hours, I gained 44 hours of watch time. You can't beat that. You know, I mean, really, in 2 hours, I gained 44 hours. And even though I am crazy and everything, um, by doing that, it keeps my watch time up. I mean, honestly, besides that, and the that HIV video, honestly, I do about 4,000 hours a month of watch time. Now, I might not be getting a whole lot of views, but my watch time is good. That's why I think that's why YouTube kind of likes me, because people do watch me. So, I'm starting to understand analytics, and people do watch my videos for quite some time. So when I do those, my averages are really good on those. So, it works. So no, I might not have as many subscribers as I like, but I get my watch time. And that's kind of like the balance you want to find. So eventually my subscribers will come, but I know that consistently I do really well on watch time. And that's kind of where you kind of want to watch that too. I think. That's my idea, and I'm sticking to it. All right, y'all. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go on and chill for a little bit because I got to take this child to work. And the reason why I have to take her to work, because I got to go grocery shopping today. Okay, yeah, I got to take her to work. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great morning. Uh, right, us morning people. You have a great morning. See you later.